thoughts on this? What is this?
Oh.
Let's give this a look. I'm very curious about this because I agree. How a face reveal ruined Corpse Husband's career. So I do, well, first and foremost, I don't think Corpse Husband has officially face revealed. I could be wrong with that, but I'm almost positive he hasn't face revealed. I know there was a lot of talks and drama about potential leaks of his face, but I'm pretty sure he did not like actually come out and say, I am face revealing. But I do agree. I think face reveals in general, after you've hyped it up for so long and it comes out and you're just this average looking dude. Let's take a look at Dream, because let's be real, Dream hyped us up for fucking months. Oh, he's got all of his content creator friends. Oh, he's so attractive. Oh my God, that's what you look like. There's no way that's what you look like. And then he took off his mask and he was just a dude. He was just like Jason. He looked like Jason down at the gas station. He was just like, oh, okay. But the issue is he hyped it up so much, we all had these unrealistic expectations of him. And when we didn't live up to that, he sort of kind of ruined his career. So I feel Corpse Husband is in the same boat that inevitably when he does face reveal, because it'll probably happen regardless whether he likes it or not, I feel like he's been built up for so long that when he does finally face reveal, it's just gonna be, oh, okay, cool. He's just an average looking dude. And he's gonna lose a lot of his audience because he's had that mystery surrounding him for so long. But let's hear what this curse guy has to say.
Deal. It's the moment fans finally get to see what their favorite creator looks like and are able
Exactly.
to put a face behind the voice. I recently did one on this channel because I thought of it as a way to connect better with the audience.
He looked like Michaela.
And although
That's
my
wild.
face reveal went really well with me receiving tons of compliments and support in the comments, that's not always the case for everyone. As
Okay.
we've learned in the recent past, face reveals are legit 50-50. You can either be loved and celebrated like someone like Beluga, who's a popular YouTuber that revealed his face
I don't know who this is. 10 million subs? That's crazy. I haven't heard of him.
and was met with tons of love and support, with comments like, bro is majestic looking, or holy sh, he's so handsome. You could also be unlucky and end up like Dream, who's a mega famous Minecraft YouTuber whose face reveal, being one of the most anticipated in YouTube history, left everybody disappointed. And I'm not gonna lie, disappointed might be an
Same face reveal
understatement.
4 days
The
after making a
second
sub
Dream's
goal?
face
Yeah, I
hit the
remember that.
internet, it turned into a full-blown roast session. People were calling him ugly, making edits, comparing him to cartoon characters, and basically turning the moment into a meme.
Guys, I'm not laughing at what he looks like, guys.
He's just a dude, man. He's just a guy that built this whole fucking thing up, and all of a sudden, yeah, that's me. Now what?
I'm not laughing. Guys, I'm laughing because this is just a pose. Guys, it's iconic at this point.
His face was everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, you name it.
Yep.
There were even YouTube videos of people reacting to his face reveal.
A chin
and they
with
were
a
just
face?
laughing
That's
at him.
wild.
Dropping it.
Yep.
And did I mention he was trending on Twitter under the hashtag he's ugly? Like,
Oh,
is that not
no.
insane? And I'm just reading the other stuff that was trending during the same time he did the face reveal. And put the mask back on.
Is diabolical.
Can you imagine working up the courage to finally do a face reveal in front of tens of millions, and they tell you to put the mask back on because you're ugly? That
Okay, but here's the thing. That is entirely Dream's fault. That is 1,000,000% his fault. If he didn't hype up his face so fucking much, if he didn't make a spectacle out of this, because I don't know if you guys remember, he legitimately, he got on a call, or like he made a couple memes. He made a couple memes, right, of his friends, his content creator friends, like being on like a Discord call, and he showed his face, and they were like, oh my God, that's what you look like? Oh my God, you're so hot and attractive. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys remember all that, but that's legitimately what happened. He got his friends to fake reactions to what he looked like, and he built up all these crazy expectations for this, and then he just went ahead and did it. It's just like, oh, he's just a guy.
there would cause me generational trauma. Like, I don't think you guys realize
teased it
enough
hard, yeah.
people said it for it to be trending on Twitter. That is insane. Yeah, the internet is brutal. Along with being publicly embarrassed and humiliated on a massive scale, Dream ended up stepping back from content after the face reveal and putting his mask back on, and basically vanishing from the spotlight for a long time. And remember, this is all because people didn't like how he looked after the face reveal. And the worst part is,
He's pretty good looking, and don't get me wrong, I don't want to take away from that fact, but like I think it was a lose-lose situation no matter what he did, right? I think because he hyped it up so much, I think even if if he was like a 10 out of 10 ridiculously handsome, he might have been able to pull it off. But just like the fact of how much he memed it up and just turned it into this like big grand spectacular over just a fucking face reveal, like I think you're asking to be memed on and shit on at that point.
it's not even like he was ugly. He looks like an average guy. He just didn't look like the insanely filtered, perfect version people imagine in their heads. Now that we've discussed how the internet treats people who don't live up to their picture fantasies, let's talk about Corpse Husband, a creator whose face was never supposed to be seen in the first place. Corpse Husband is a popular YouTuber that blew up in 2020 during the Among Us era, mostly because of his deep voice.
Yo, Corpse, what's going on?
Hello, friend.
Wow.
What?
Hi, Ghoul.
Wait, what?
Corpse's voice is like infrasonic bass.
Is that real? No.
Oh my god.
It's real, believe me.
Wait, the Dizzy situation? Sherlock, do you mean the Dizzy?
He sounds like God and the devil should sound like.
Apex Legend Dizzy? Dude, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I love Dizzy. Dizzy is one of the nicest motherfuckers I have ever met. I don't know too much about that situation. All I know is Dizzy is the nicest motherfucker on the planet, and I love that man to death. Me and him occasionally talk, and we've played a lot of games together, and I love Dizzy. I love him so much. I wish he streamed more, and I wish he was able to get over his, I hate to say that, like, I wish he was able to come out of his shell a little bit more and like just really like integrate back into society, because he's really stuck in a slump a lot of the time. Man, I love Dizzy. I love Dizzy so much, but I don't know too much about his face reveal stuff.
I guess I haven't done a face reveal, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Guys, who is Corpse?
Well,
I'm
I just
totally
assumed
fine
that
with
someone
it.
with this voice might look like, you know, they don't look like what they sound like.
You're accurate. You're completely accurate.
He
Everybody-
doesn't look like what he sounds like.
Remember how everyone thought Donkey
I
was
feel
black?
like your
Was this the first time people like they met Corpse?
voice is touching me.
Yeah.
This was an OTV collab? Oh, okay.
Is that a weird thing to say? I feel like your voice is hitting a part of my ear that's never been hit
Answer
before.
that.
As you can probably tell, they were all glazing him like crazy.
Ooh, I hate that. I hate that a lot. Why did they have to? They made it weird, man. They made that so incredibly weird. The girls were just getting wet for him, dude. It's weird. Like, dude, you guys want to talk about double standards for a second? Imagine a girl with a really like sexy ASMR voice. Imagine she joined and the man were like, "Oh my god, did you guys hear that girl's voice? Oh, it's hitting this part of my brain that just makes it feel good." Oh, like imagine the roles were reversed. Those men would have been ostracized from the community immediately. The fact that like because it was Pokey and Valkyrie that they got away with it, these are like kind of like weird things to say about. And again, it rubs me the wrong way, and especially because like this was their first time meeting. Their first time like really like meeting Corpse and just like immediately having that first thing to say about them. It's a little weird. I don't know.
Don't look like what they sound like.
You're accurate. You're completely accurate.
Maybe I'm
He
the
doesn't
weird one
look
here.
like what he sounds like.
Remember how everyone thought Donkey
I
was
feel
black?
like your voice is touching me.
Yeah.
Is that a weird thing to say?
Like touching me, bro. Come on, man. What? That's so that is weird. Yes, Pokemon. Yes, that is weird to say, and it is weird that you acknowledge that it's weird to say that you still said it. That is weird. That's weird, man.
I feel like your voice is hitting a part of my ear that's never been hit
Answer
before.
that.
As you can probably tell, they were all glazing him like crazy. Jacksepticeye even said he sounds like what God and the devil should sound like. If that's not top tier glazing, I don't know what is. And don't forget about Pokimane when she said she feels like his voice is literally touching her. What on earth could she possibly mean by that? So of course, when someone is being hyped up like that, especially by other huge content creators, they're gonna gain a fan base very fast. And not just any fan base, it's going to be a fan base built off worshipping and glazing, which is kind of the worst kind, because once they put you on a pedestal, it's only a matter of time before they start picking you apart the second you don't meet their fantasy. And I'm pretty sure Corpse was aware of that, because he said something to the same effect in an interview.
K-pop fans,
For people that think it's me, then I can't imagine if it was actually me.
Because people treat popular people as if they have no feelings and no heart.
In people's heads, I'm more of like a character or like a brand or like an anime character or something.
Yeah.
Well, so let me preface this. Corpse is 100% right there. But I think that's, again, I think that's a lot of his own doing. When you are faceless and when you sort of, because he's played into the faceless things a million times. I don't know if you guys remember, and I hate to admit this, but I follow Corpse. I don't want to say I followed him like really heavily, but I don't know if you guys remember, like, let me see if I can find him. Bro would go on Twitter and post like thirst traps of his veiny arms. Like, bro would do shit like this, and like, again, this isn't really like a thirst trap, don't get me wrong. But when you go on Twitter and you're posting, I know he's got like arm pictures, like, especially like shit like this. Like, I don't know, no, I don't think that wasn't him. But when you go and like really play into it, when you're doing shit like this, just something as simple as like, oh, I'm touching, look at how sensually I'm touching my thermostat. Oh, I'm touching my thermostat so sensually. Oh, look at how I touch my oh, I'm turning the dial. Like, when you're playing into this, you are playing into like, you're an anime character. You're like, you guys don't understand what I mean. Maybe I may not be like vocalizing it as much as I should be, but like, when you're doing shit like this, you are 1,000,000% playing into that fantasy. When you're posting all these traps and stuff because, you know, the women love it, that women love that type of shit, you're posting your fit like this, even the profile picture, like, he played into it for so fucking long. Like, yeah, fucking course. Of course people are going to see you as like an anime character. It is your fucking fault, brother. It's literally your fault.
So they don't treat me as if I'm an actual person.
So of course they don't.
But yeah, he knew exactly how ruthless the internet could be, and that coupled with his anxiety is why he said in the same interview he most likely wouldn't be doing a face reveal.
Are you ever?
It's like the dream situation where you're setting yourself up for unnecessary expectations. Exactly, Alistair. Exactly.
Going to do a face reveal?
I don't think I'm gonna face reveal on purpose anytime soon. It's just way too much now. Since I've grown so much, I feel like everyone's staring at me every time I leave my house, so it's gotten scarier.
Do you have to like change your voice when you're out in public?
I avoid talking at all costs anywhere in public.
And after hearing that, it makes what happened next even more messed up, because despite him making it clear he didn't want his face out there, people still took it upon themselves to dig into his private life and dox him.
Why his voice so deep? He's got like up vocal cords, I think what it was. I think he has like some condition where he's like got like bad or like damaged vocal cords or something. He has GERD. Yes, whatever like that.
And because of that dox, an image eventually started circulating that people claimed was Corpse. And I do want to say before we start talking about the photos and the doxing that there has never been any official confirmation that this photo was actually him in the first place.
So, okay, so I'm glad he recognizes this. I'm glad he came right out and said that, which kind of makes me upset about the title of the video. So he comes out right and says, this isn't a confirmed face reveal, this is just speculation. And then he has the gall to title How a Face Reveal Ruined His Career. I hate that stuff, man. I hate that stuff. Though if it wasn't Corpse, he'd have said something. I'm pretty sure he said that wasn't him. Like, I could be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure he said that it was not him in the picture. I could be wrong.
It was all based on...
He was dropped like a rock after his face reveal. No, I get that. Because here's the thing is that, like, this could be very damaging to Corpse because it all of a sudden implies that the face reveal is true. And most people aren't going to get to 5 minutes and 45 seconds into the video to realize that it wasn't real, right?
speculation, but that didn't stop people from treating it like it was the truth. So obviously, when this apparent corpse face reveal dropped and he didn't look like a Disney prince, people immediately started clowning it. And as you can see from these tweets, this was the type of vibe people were on. Y'all were simping over this
treated it like it
corpse
was.
husband
Yeah.
leaked, corpse leaked, corpse husband face, and it's 4 pictures that I'm guessing were leaked. This has got to be like a certified hater move because they just didn't have to post this. Corpse husband face reveal, not as he.
Most people won't even watch the vid and just make assumptions from the title. No, Elsa, you're 100% right. I can't tell you how many people. You know what people do nowadays? You know what the biggest issue I have with society in this current moment? This is exactly the issue I have. They'll pull up Google News, and they go, Russian missile strike kills 32 in Ukraine. Oh my God! And they just immediately take that to truth. Police, someone set fire to Pennsylvania governor's residence. No one was injured. Oh my God, thank God no one was injured. Like, they read the headlines, but they don't actually read the actual fucking article, right? They don't go into the article and read what actually is the article's about. They read the title, they read the headlines, and they move on. That's all fucking people do nowadays. And a lot of them do the same fucking thing for YouTube videos and YouTube thumbnails. And I feel like that's legitimately part of the big issue with society currently. Because 90%, I would say 90 to 99% of the fucking internet does that.
He advertised, sorry fangirls, LOL. And this partially doesn't even make sense because it says not as he advertised. He doesn't advertise his looks as anything. It's not like he lied about how he looks. He didn't do anything to advertise it. And I feel like the worst part about this is that these were probably his fans as well, or at least people that were subscribed to him.
Of course they were.
Because people who don't know who Corpse is or aren't fans of him don't even care this much. And it wasn't just like 1 or 2 people saying this stuff, it was thousands. Full comment sections, timelines, videos, just non-stop hate and people calling him ugly.
Yo.
While doing research for this video, I even stumbled upon an old tweet that said, very ugly, hideous, corpse husband face reveal, and he's ugly.
That's fucking insane. Dude, I fucking hate Twitter users. Dude, trigger warning. Trigger warning. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Dude, Twitter users are the fucking bane of society. Like, legitimately. The dude isn't even ugly, he's just average. But here's the thing, he's ugly to like traditional beauty standards that like people set everyone to. I was wondering what TW was. Yeah. Anytime you're gonna see this on Twitter a lot. You see TW on Twitter all the fucking time. It's legitimately trigger warning. You're gonna get triggered. Be careful.
Like everyone expected, LOL. And I just want to reiterate, nobody even knows if that's him. That could just be a random person, and because people think it's Corpse, they're just calling him ugly and cyberbullying him. He also spoke on this phenomenon in the same interview before these leaks even
Trigger
came
warning
out.
sexy.
And I've seen some people, spreading fake DMs that have been photoshopped to show like, oh, Corpse revealed his face and look what he looks like. And I know, because I've seen you, granted you had a mask on, but I've seen you, you don't look anything like these people. But these poor people are getting completely shit on for looking that way.
They're taking the pictures from real life people. I don't know if they end up seeing it, and then because people think it's me, they just shit all over it, even though they're normal looking people.
Yep.
So that's what normal looking people get. For people that think it's me, then I can't imagine if it was actually me.
Because people treat popular people as if they have no feelings and no heart.
So yeah, people are insane, because a month after these leaks started getting out of control, he went completely silent. And since November of 2021, Corpse hasn't made a single video. No uploads, no streams, and barely even any tweets. And for someone who used to be everywhere, it just feels like he disappeared overnight. And if I'm being real, I can't even blame him. Imagine just wanting a little privacy, and people are so strange and chronically online that they dox you just to see what you look like and potentially call you ugly. And I'm not gonna lie, if I was dreaming.
Yeah, I mean, so again, getting back to some of the talking points, he did that a lot himself. I feel like when you start trying to build up this expectation and sort of like shroud the entire, like your entire personality in mystery and things like that, I feel like you are setting yourself up for that 100%. And that's just the unfortunate matter of the situation. If he wasn't so mysterious and wasn't posting these thirst traps and making the type of music that he does, which kind of unironically invites that sort of behavior, because you invite these sort of these fans that really is like you're sort of drawing in with just like your mysterious nature and things like that. It's like OnlyFans girls getting mad people sexualize them. Pretty much. I think it's on the same. I think it's legitimately on the same topic or in the same vein. Is that the guy from the old Smosh video? Yeah, that is that's actually one of the old owners of Smosh, who I think owns Smosh again now. That is Anthony Padilla, I think his name is. I think he owns Smosh again after he sold it and then they bought it back. If it were me, I wouldn't either. He got the bag and got out once shit started getting weird. Oh, big W. Yeah, I 100% agree. I think Corpse, like, getting the bag and leaving, like, whatever, perfect, good on him, man. Get the bag, you know, if you can support yourself for the rest of your life to retire, hey, oh yeah, good for you, man. The crazy thing is the situation could happen to a female VTuber. That female VTuber would deny it's them and would take their base word for it, and they don't do that for Corpse. 100%. Yeah, I feel really bad for Hi. I feel really bad for Corpse. Yeah, like, yes, he brought a lot upon himself, but he basically set himself up for a lose-lose situation. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious what you guys have to think. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe!